Hey everyone, astronomer John Reed here, and I'm going to show you exactly what this planetary parade that you've been seeing so much on social media is going to look like. And so basically the planetary parade is something sort of the media comes up with about once a year if several planets are in the sky at the same time. So planets are always in a line. They're in a line called the ecliptic, which is the approximate path the sun takes as it crosses the sky. And sometimes you can see a whole bunch of the planets at the same time. And really you can only see the naked eye planets with your eye, and then a telescope, obviously you can zoom in and get a little bit of a better view. And then Uranus and Neptune take some more complicated gear. Typically you want a computer to help you find them. Okay? So here's exactly what it looks like. And so if we look up in the sky tonight, here's the planetary parade. You've got the moon, you've got Jupiter here, right? And then Uranus and Neptune are over here somewhere. And then here we go. And the final planets, you've got Saturn right here. This is exactly what it's going to look like. You've only got a few minutes after sunset. I've got the clock set to about 6:30 here. And here's Venus right here. And there's Mercury. So Mercury's pretty rare, so you get to see it. So this is exactly what it'll look like. A little different than the memes you might see on Facebook. If you see something that shows you anything different than this, please report them as spam. Not cool. So here it is. We can turn the labels on here. I'm using the software Stellarium. And so here we can see those planets labeled. You've got Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, and we can see what it'll look like. So these things don't just last one day. That's kind of silly. Like I said, the planets are always there. And you really got to you've only got 10 minutes or so. Here's the time, because after 10 minutes, boom, you've lost Mercury and Venus below the ocean there. And you do really want to be you've only got 10 minutes, because if you're earlier, the sun is too bright. You can't see these planets, right? Here's sunset, and then you got to wait until the sun is gone. Don't point your telescope over there if there's still sunshine. Yeah, so you can actually see here Neptune is quite close to Saturn. If you've got a really powerful telescope, you might be able to pick that out as look like a tiny, tiny, tiny blue star. Ceres is an asteroid here. Uranus will be up here, right by the Pleiades. And there's Jupiter. So if you do have a telescope, definitely point it at Jupiter. And I'm talking a telescope designed for space here. If your telescope, here's two examples you can just see in the little window here. Here is a telescope designed for space. It is on a mount, right? And do I have a spotting scope? I usually carry one somewhere around here. No. But if I don't know what I did with that. If it looks like your telescope is attached to a tripod, this is a camera, but if it looks like it's attached to a tripod like this, probably designed for spying on your neighbors, probably not designed for looking at space. You're going to have some trouble. So, yeah. So this is what it'll look like. You'll have a few seconds. If you've got a nice big telescope, I recommend these SCTs. Here's your, this is a good planet scope, just a 5-inch SCT. That's the Celestron DX5. Great little scope for seeing Saturn's rings. And so they'll look about, that's generous. But, like that. You can take the brightness down. Yeah. Probably like that through a telescope. There's Saturn through a telescope. If you've got a big telescope, you'll see some of these moons. Okay, so Saturn will look about like that. Let's go over to Jupiter again. Jupiter's definitely the best thing to look at here. Also the easiest is that bright star-looking thing right overhead. Boom, right there. Look at that. Jupiter will not look like that in a telescope. It'll look a bit like that. There you go. There's Jupiter. You probably see the two cloud belts, but you won't see much more detail until you add a camera. And I'm not talking your phone camera, although it's technically possible. You'd want to use like a designated astronomy camera if you really want to see some detail, like an ASI224. And then you use an ASI Air or some software, and you can take a video and it turns it into an image. Okay? Yes. So how long will this last? How many days can you see this planetary parade? So let's see here. This is today. Today is March 1st. See the 2nd. Oh, still there. How about the 3rd? So Mercury is getting closer to the sun. 4th. Yeah, you're getting a little bit close to the sunrise there. Okay, so I see why they chose March 1st. And if we look at Mercury, yeah, so we had Mercury for a few days right above the horizon there. Again, we're right after sunset. So it's just, I guess it was kind of special because we had Venus popped up. Again, we're just talking minutes, and you really need just that few seconds right above the horizon, ideally like over the ocean with no clouds, where you can catch those called inferior planets, Mercury and Venus, that are close to the sun there. Yeah, that's it. There's your planetary parade. Happens all the time. Yeah, but it is cool to catch Mercury. You don't see Mercury very much here. Binoculars is probably the best way to see it. Probably look like that with a telescope, right? You know, if you had a giant scope, maybe you can see a phase, but that's not most of us. Venus, you get a phase too. So it will not look like that. It'll look a bit like that. There's your telescope view of Venus. Okay. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I'm astronomer John Reed. I'm usually on the channel Learn to Stargaze. And so you can find me there on YouTube. Yeah. You can also find me on Skool. So that's skool.com/astronomy club. skool.com/astronomy club. And we meet every Thursday. All right. That was fun. Happy Sunday morning, everyone. Take care.